Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the month of January. Now Aquarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Aquarius, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Aquarius. Now, just a small percentage of the people who actually watch my video are subscribed. So if you are one of those people who watch my videos and you have not yet subscribed, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. Really helps my channel grow. So does tapping the like button. So let's see what we have here for you, Aquarius. And we'll make sure everything's in view. We'll get right into it. All right. Looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Three of Wands. So this is a card of travel, going to distant places, seeing new shorelines. You see this person here has a, well, you can't tell, but they have a faraway look in their eyes. They realize that the entire ocean is in front of them. And there's this energy, there's this idea of growth and expansion on the horizon. I also want to extend that out to harmony. I'm getting this word harmony for some reason for you here, Aquarius, with the energy of this Three of Wands. Typically doesn't come in, but for some reason I'm getting this idea of you harmonizing something in your life. Maybe, threes can represent Trinity, good times with others. And, you may be harmonizing a relationship, maybe a friendship, family relationship, something like that going on here. But this is a big card of travel as well, if I have not already said that, and a big card of you growing something, okay, and growing in a big way. You can kind of say that the Three of Wands is like the initial win in the suit of Wands, and it says that like small wins build up to big wins over time. All right, and so it's an important first sort of building block when you pull that card. I really like the energy of the Three of Wands. Taking a look here, you have a very nice reading. There's something going on at the subconscious level for you. Some of you may have been having nightmares, maybe challenging nightmares recently, or you might in January. And you'll just have to ask yourself what's going on. You may even want to start a dream diary or a dream log in this month ahead. I'll get into more about what I think is going on in this row, but right away in the middle, you have the Two of Pentacles. So this is a card of like juggling or fluctuating wealth, meaning there could be changes happening in your material situation, in your financial situation. By default, this is a really good change in money, but it really depends on the cards around it. And I do feel like some of you, the thing is, the cards above it are incredibly positive, especially for like abundance. The cards next to it aren't bad. The cards below it, there's something here where perhaps in your mind you feel like you might be, or the way that you're talking to yourself, you might be talking to yourself with like catastrophe. You may be catastrophizing is what I'm trying to say. I had a hard time getting that out, but some of you may be like thinking about the worst case scenario instead of thinking about the most positive scenario. And I'm getting that energy. The other thing is the Two of Pentacles can indicate weighing options or decisions. So some of you have decisions to make in this month, as this middle card helps inform the rest of the cards. So in the first part of the month, as we head into the new year, you have the Four of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ten of Swords. So this Four of Swords is somebody who really needs quality rest, okay? You can see that they are healing from heartbreak. The Three of Swords card here is on the banner above them, and they are healing from that. But it also is a card that says, really take note of the rest, of the sleep that you're getting at this time. It does not surprise me to see this card here with this lower row. Remember, your subconscious, your dream world is a subconscious rendering. So there's something here where you're getting messages through sleep at this time in this month. I would really, really, really recommend journaling at this time. Maybe just journaling your waking life, but also journaling your dream life could really help at this moment. The Ten of Swords here in the lower row, you know, in the past, maybe something happened in 2021 where there was like a complete ending with someone or something. This is a card of finality, indicating that something's completely done. However, the Ten of Swords does say that you have an opportunity to release yourself from whatever was toxic or no longer serving you. And it also says that as one chapter ends, another begins. All right. And it does say, along with that, that the worst is behind you. And so there's hope and optimism for the future here. And just keep that in mind. You do have the Emperor as well. This is the sign of Aries. It's interesting, this Emperor card is a very good omen in business situations, in work-related situations, because this person on the card does have the energy of success, of leadership, of good energy, or successful energy in business, in career situations. So I definitely feel like some of you here there's like something in your financial life here at this time, and maybe just in the material, that you have a major opportunity to be successful in with the Emperor and the Two of Pentacles, a positive change in those areas. But there's something here in this lower row that you're working through as well. I'll get into it more. So in the middle of the month, you have the Sun, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So I want to spend some time here talking about the Sun before we get into the Eight of Swords. This Sun card is the best card to get in the tarot. I don't care where I find it in a reading. If I see this card show up, it means that something is going to come into your life and infuse you with happiness, okay? It's a major card of abundance, of success, successful situations, power. Notice how the planets revolve around the Sun, right? And so you take the power of the Sun and you put it into a card. That's what you get here. So on one hand, you have this bright new beginning coming in. You have these big changes that are happening with the Emperor, the Two of Pentacles, the Sun, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. Major energy of growth. On the other end here, you're still like trapped in something from the past here with the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords next to it. Okay, this person here is in some sort of mental imprisonment. They are trapped in the imprisonment of their mind, of their thoughts. And their goal is to get themselves out of it, right? And really only they know how to find the key to get out of this imprisonment, because it's their own thoughts, it's their own doing. And so I get the sense that there's something here where maybe you're not talking to yourself in a positive, healthy way, or there's some sort of behavior that you're looking to work through. This may be literally like staying up too late. This might be like binging on Netflix too hard, watching too many YouTube videos, you know, something, scrolling too much on Instagram, something like this that's going on here, that where it's like you're doing, right? And the thing is, the positive thing on that is that you know how to get yourself out of it. So in the last column here, towards the end of the month, you have the King of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So this King of Pentacles is somebody who achieves a high status in their career. Okay, this is the idea that this also says that this person kind of does the same thing day in, day out. It's the idea that like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type energy. They have achieved this level of success and high status, as you see with the crown and the gold chair, by sticking to their routines. This is a card of routines, okay? That's how they become so successful. And I have to say, there's something with your routine here. You also have this Five of Swords. I think what I'm reading here with this Five of Swords is you needing to drop your swords, okay? You needing to give something up at this moment. It could be considered a loss, but you could also view that loss rather as something that you're giving up. And I do get the sense that this, whatever this thing is that you need to give up, is causing a burden for you with this Ten of Wands. There's something here that you're carrying on your back that's just a little bit too heavy. And it's coming through in your subconscious. Again, take note of your dreams. And I think it's habitual. I think it's relating to routines and habits. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. Also, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. And check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. Okay, so you have Karnanos, life force, express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. Okay, you have, what else do you have here? Kuan Yin, care and compassion, choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. You also have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace, share your gifts with grace, waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So, I definitely like that energy for you here. This energy of care and compassion with Kuan Yin, I think is extremely important for you because there is this big message of quality rest, quality sleep, quality care for yourself in this moment. Some of you may want to schedule, I don't know if you're wanting to do this at this moment, but like do something like acupuncture or Reiki or yoga, qigong, like just maybe you're like looking to even start exercising, or there's doing something here where you're looking to improve your habits and your routines that ultimately lead to care and self-care here. So you have, you're ready, there's something better, and within the next few weeks. So perhaps something here turning around, big decision in the middle of the month. So there's something here potentially coming through to you in the beginning or the middle of January. But remember, timing is extremely hard to wrap down with the cards. And so just keep that in mind. It could happen literally at any time. But let's see what else we have here. Timelines change. Some people have a hard time understanding that when they watch my readings. But let's see what else we get here. Pull some additional tarot cards. Okay, so you have the Ten of Wands, you have the Chariot, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. So I definitely love to see that. So we now have, what, 4 tens? We have the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands. So that tens in the tarot represent completions. Okay, cycles ending, chapters ending, new chapters beginning. There's an ending here very clearly for you in the month of January. But there's also, as I said, something new being birthed as a result of this, which I think for many of you, again, I'm going to keep saying it, is going back to habits and routines, healthy habits and routines. The Ten of Pentacles is like a total harvest. It's one of the best cards to get for abundance, especially when the sun is present in a reading as well. And so, some of you may be looking to build a legacy here as you let go of something, which I do feel like is very possible. As you let go, you're beginning this new chapter, you're beginning this new legacy that you're looking to build. The Chariot is a major card of victory through self-discipline, especially with the Emperor, which is a really good sign for bossing up, taking authority of your life, good omen in business. Chariot is like maybe even you going somewhere new in your life as well. Finally, you have the Ten of Wands, which is this burden here that I was talking about that you are carrying right now. Each wand here represents some sort of knowledge gained or experience earned along the way, but they can also represent burdens. And this is something that you're ending at this moment. So I think it's a very good ending, just to be clear about that. You have the Queen of Swords, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Ten of Swords. Okay, this is crazy. We have 5 tens now. So we have this 10 of Swords coming in once again. We had it down here. We now have it here. Something at the subconscious level that you're really looking to alchemize in this month. Sorry about that, Aquarius. The video cut out. So you have these 5 tens here, big changes. So tens in the tarot represent completions, all right? And something going on here where it's almost like I keep going back to this idea of these habits for you, and I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but or a routine or something. As you drop that, you are given like a major win here, because remember, we have this Sun card up here, but not only that, we now have this Nine of Pentacles coming in to clarify the Two of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about financial independence, right? And so you can see here that not only does this bush behind the person that they've planted have pentacles, but it also has fruit which provides them with sustainability for the long haul. So when I get the Nine of Pentacles, it always drums up this feeling for me of like passive income, like putting your money into dividend stocks that pay you a dividend, or like building something that you can sell and it just sells over time, right? Like something that like just keeps earning for you and keeps sustaining you. Like this is what the energy is with that card. You also have this Sun card with the Queen of Swords really cutting through anything that's not serving you. The Queen of Swords goes after what they want and they drop the things that are toxic without regret. So we have the Two of Cups, we have the World, and the Four of Swords. I was waiting to see when this World card would come in here, because the World is the biggest sign of completions, of cycles ending and new cycles beginning in the tarot. To combine it with 5 10s is huge for you. So this is a massive year for a lot of you. For some of you, this could be all relating to a relationship here, as we now have the Two of Cups, where it could mean that like your relationship's ending or you're starting a new relationship after being single, like some sort of cycle completing here. On another level here with the Four of Swords, this is coming in once again, right? And we had it up here in this upper right corner, or this upper left corner, excuse me, with the Ten of Wands, where this is so important and crucial for you to not only pay attention to your dreams, but also get healthy rest in this month ahead. You have the Ace of Cups, which is, again, a new love or a new beginning in relationships. You know, some readings just keep sending, like sometimes these readings just give me the same confirmation over and over again, and I do sound like I'm repeating myself, but there's always a reason for that in a reading like this. And so my question to you is, Aquarius, what cycle are you looking to end, right? Like what chapter are you looking to close out in this month? Because doing that is bringing you massive, massive rewards. Let's see what else we have here. You have Great Fortune, Lovers, House, Mature Man, Thief, and Message of Concern. Some of you are ending it with somebody here. Others of you are starting it with another person. The thing is, if you're ending it with somebody, it's because they were just challenging. This is a card of toxic energy with the Thief card. You're looking for something more mature in your life, whether this is you taking on the energy of the mature man, which it doesn't matter what gender you are, this is just a masculine energy, or you're looking for someone more mature in your life. And the thing is, with all of this, it's clearly, for some of you, the reward is something relating to material situations. For others of you, it is that relationship situation. And it's interesting because some of you may be closing on a house, selling a house, moving house, changing residence here, as you have this Three of Wands, which is travel, and the World as well, which is another card of travel. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.